Drive by Silhavy Circle on any given day at 5 o'clock, and chances are there will be at least a few extra cars parked on the street. Because at Jerry and Joanna Speckhard's home, 5 o'clock means it's time for cocktails.
If they're ever going to get...
Yeah.
It's a great to find that. Wouldn't that be good for Easter?
Every day except Saturday, my grandparents put out snacks, light a candle, and then sit and drink Manhattans. Cocktails is an open invitation event, and whoever shows up, shows up. Calling ahead isn't necessary. I've been going to cocktails regularly since I was 14, but I've never really understood why it's so special. In an effort to understand more about the tradition and its origins, I spoke with my grandma after cocktails one night to ask her some questions.
Cocktails came from when Jerry's mom, Grandma Speckhard, lived with us, and she was an invalid, and she would come out for meals, but for the most part was in her bedroom. And then we wanted to have her come out and be with the family, and she could look out the window, and there was a tree and good music and candles. That's just something she looked forward to every day. It was a good moment. And then once Grandma died, we just continued it. That this is a time that the family is together and it's good.
Her responses to my other questions taught me a lot about how my grandma managed to become a matriarchal figure for us. The answer, in a word, is predictability. Cocktails is always the same days, at the same time, usually with the same people. There's always the same drinks and the same food, except for on particularly special occasions. Because of that, cocktails provides some stability in times that are busy, stressful, and hectic.
We can have anywhere from 5 people come to 13 people come. And it's an hour and a half that's, we feel, a blessed time for us. Jody used to bring his friends, and we've had this realtor that Jerry played tennis with, and we've had the former principal of Emmanuel show up. I mean, you just don't know who might come. Yeah. There used to be no cell phones at cocktails, and then when a discussion would come up, you could argue about it. But now you can't argue about it because someone will pull out a phone and these are the facts. Well, that kind of changes cocktails if we have the facts.
Joanna readily admits that she has sort of fulfilled the role of matriarch for my family. I think this was made possible because of her predictability, not the predictability of cocktails, although that definitely helped. There are some things that everyone in the Speckhard family know about my grandma.
What are some of the lullabies Grandma would sing to us as kids?
Yo ho ho.
Yo ho ho.
Yo ho ho tra la la. Yo ho ho tra la la. Yo ho tra la la. Yo ho tra la la.
Yo ho ho tra la la. Yo ho ho tra la la. Yo ho ho tra la la. Yo ho ho tra la la.
2 babes in a wood.
3 babes
in the dying in the woods.
There were 2 little babes whose names I don't know. And then these children went into the woods and died.
What stories or things always make Grandma cry?
The king dying. The king dying.
When King George died, and I was in 8th grade, and they came in and said, "The king is dead." I'm going to cry.
How does Grandma always end her phone calls?
Okay. We'll see ya. Goodbye.
All right, we'll see ya. Goodbye.
Okay. We'll see ya. Goodbye. Okay. We'll see ya. Goodbye.
Okay, we'll see you. Goodbye.
We often tease my grandma about her predictability, but by being a steady, reliable figure in the family, Joanna is capable of providing a safe haven from stress, a relief from the unpredictability that we encounter so often in our everyday lives. The joy of cocktails isn't necessarily found in the large occasions where everything is different from usual, but in that there is a usual cocktails at all. Sure, sometimes the same old conversations about the Packers or politics can get old, but without them, there is no cocktails. And without cocktails, the family bonds we've worked so hard to create start to fall apart a little.
Do you ever think about, would your life be easier if you weren't having cocktails every night?
Oh, no. Oh, heavens, no. That is what we look forward to every day. Life might be easier, but not near as much fun.
I grew up thinking that this kind of family bond was normal. I had no idea how unique our situation is. But the more I meet people and hear them talk about their families, the more I realize how lucky we are. Despite my grandma's confidence in the role that she plays in our family and how proud she is of what she's helped accomplish, she's hesitant to share her joy with her friends.
I try not to talk about it because it's, oh, look what I've got. And I don't want to say that because I don't think many people have it. So I try to underplay it. I think my family knows how important it is, but I think it's unusual enough that I don't want to emphasize it when I'm with my friends because not many people have it.
By marrying into the Speckhard family, my grandma took on a challenge. There was a legacy to live up to, a tradition to keep alive, and my grandma was determined to be the woman for the job.
After I married Jerry, I think the Speckhards were much a closer family than my family ended up being. I think I was very, very well received, and, well, they were delighted Jerry got married, and I wanted to emulate what my mother-in-law, who I loved, wanted to be for her family. She wanted her children to be close, and I tried to live up to that.
Her life may not be filled with harrowing tales of travel and adventure, although there are certainly some stories that stay exciting no matter how many times you hear them. But her consistency and reliable presence in the lives of so many people is a testament to just how well she has filled the shoes of her mother-in-law, creating a family that not only loves each other, but likes each other as well.
Right now, I think, yes, I'm the matriarch of the family. I hope I can live up to that. And my fondest dream is that all of my children and their children will be close. You can't live alone. You've got to live in community. And it doesn't have to be blood. I don't want to make it sound like it has to be blood. You can have that outside of that. But you've got to seek that and treasure it.
Who would you say keeps our extended family close the most?
Grandma.
Grandma, yeah.
Grandma or
I'll try that a lot.
Heidi sometimes.
She gives us money to go on trips and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Grandma.
Yeah, probably.
She's always like,
Yeah, she does
so
always
glad
pay for all the
you came.
cousins to come together.
Yeah, she always
Yeah.
pays like $1 billion. Make sure we go to Chicago.
The love that there is in family covers a multitude of sins.
So come join us for cocktails at Silhavy Circle. We'll be there at 5.